So it is school photograph day, so running a little bit behind. As you can see, a makeup lesson. Now I need to do the girls' hair. So this is going to be interesting. So running super late for school, like really late for school this morning, which always stresses me out if we do that, and we're quite behind. But today I'm going to go shopping for some ingredients for the Cabbage Soup Diet. So a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, around about this time, we were meant to be in Greece going for a friend's wedding. Now, this would have been the first time that Mark and I had ever been abroad together, and in fact, actually the first time that we'd have actually even had a holiday together without the children. It's no secret that we've had quite a few on and off periods of our relationship as well, and we've really worked on that. COVID really helped, and so yeah, so this would have been really good, but it got cancelled obviously because of COVID. Then it got moved to this time this year and got cancelled again. So actually right now I technically should be in Greece, but I'm not. Mark is one of the groom's ushers, whatever it happens to be, and went to try on the suit that they obviously had made 2 years ago, and it doesn't fit. We have both put on so much. I have put on a shed load of weight just year after year after year, which has been pretty bad. And similar has happened for Mark, really, especially over the last year and maybe 18 months. So the Cabbage Soup Diet is not really something that's highly recommended. It's really not, it's not sustainable. It's okay to do more of a kind of water weight loss, if that makes sense, and also maybe to kickstart a diet if you wanted to like detox and try and I suppose, yeah, kickstart how you want a healthy eating diet to be. And actually, just out of support, I've said that I will do it with him. I get to the point where I don't really want to go to functions because I don't like the way I look. I don't feel comfortable. And I suppose when I'm in my own bubble, I don't really think about it. I don't come up close to it, so it's not in the consciousness. Whereas when I go and see other people, I've no escape. I'm confronted with the fact of how much I've changed. So for me, I will be doing it more to support Mark and also to hopefully kickstart mine. So I have more health issues than Mark does. I constantly have inflammation, which is very painful. It makes me also feel very sluggish. I find it quite difficult sometimes to wake up. And a few years ago, I tried to change our whole family onto a nutritarian lifestyle. And I did really enjoy the food. The prep took forever, and I mean forever. I mean, I was spending at least a couple of hours in the kitchen every day. And when you're working and have a busy family, actually that's really hard. So because you're prepping everything from scratch, literally grinding everything. I would like to go back to that. There's a lot more ingredients now a few years on. I think this would be about 3 years. I'm sure I tried it about 3 years ago. There's a lot more accessibility to those types of ingredients as well, which is really good. So I think that might be something that I also then try and go on. Sorry for the indicator. Let me just turn it off. Yeah, so I might do that. But for the time being, 7 days of this cabbage soup diet, which is going to be pretty rough. I did this many years ago. I think I was probably late teens, early 20s. Yeah, I mean, technically most of the foods are things that give you a calorific deficit, i.e. they burn more calories than you consume. So it's just cabbage, celery, tomatoes, I think, you know, a few other things, but we'll look at the recipes. I'll share that, and we'll share the journey of it. Like I said, it's not a sustainable solution. It is just for the event and to then kickstart the healthy eating, and it gives me 7 days to really define how that's going to be for myself and the family. I'm also really quite concerned about Nevaeh, our oldest of the littlies, because she has put on a lot of weight and has a huge amount of stretch marks. Now, of course, she's growing, so there is the part that you get puppy fat and what have you, and I really want to make sure that I am not bringing this to her attention. She is very body confident, and I love that. I really love that, because there was no way that I was like that at her age at all. But I do think it is a bit of a problem, so I need to help her with that. And the way to do that is not to help her with the healthy eating, it's actually to help us with the healthy eating. It's for us to be the inspiration. You know, children, they only do what we're giving them. They only do what they see from us. So we're their biggest learning factor as far as food, well, in fact, as life goes right now. So I don't think that it's something that we should do to be focusing on her. It should be something that we're focusing on ourselves, and then bringing that into the family to help have great changes. So not the cabbage soup. She wouldn't have you having that. It's more for the 7 days after. So yeah, so that's going to be the investigation and research that I will be doing. Let's see how that goes.